For the men's hurdles at 110 meters the distance, that record has stood. So we were watching Sonia Richards-Ross win Olympic gold medals. Aries Merritt back in 2012.
I'm not so sure it survives this year, but we'll see. We'll see. It's been there for a while. Grant Holloway, of course, got closest with 12:81 at the last Olympic trials, I believe that was. But let's see if Aries Merritt continues to hold on to that record as we get ready for this men's 110 highs. And a look at the Brit, Josh Zeller. He's got a lot to prove, not just to himself this year, but his federation. He was invited by World Athletics to the World Championships, and his federation said, not taking you. So you have to believe that that has been lots of motivation for him. He did make the final at the 2022 World Championships.
He ran at the University of Michigan, was the Big Ten hurdle champion in 2022. And it's not all just Power 5 conferences that you get all the best athletes in the world. How about Division II? Pittsburgh State for Lewis Rollins, and another guy, Cordell Tinch, also from that standout program. Division II is always giving us the next generation of track and field stars.
And apparently when you attend Pittsburgh State, you have to do the hurdles and the long jump, because like Cordell Tinch, he is also pretty proficient in the long jump as well. Personal best of 13:43. He's run a windy 13:32 already in 2024.
As we look at the lanes, there was to have been a 7th athlete in the field. That was Damian Thomas of Jamaica. He would have been one of our favorites in the race, but in warm-ups strained a calf muscle, and so he has aired on the side of caution and will vacate that lane 7. But it's Rollins there in 4, Zeller in 5. Yeah, different federations, going back to Zeller, have different ways that they choose to field their teams. In the U.S., it is just first 3 across the line. Places like Britain, Canada, other places, they'll make decisions without even seeing competed trials.
And in defense of the federation, they may have said, look, we don't feel like we want to take a really big team if there are guys that we don't think are capable of making finals and certainly medaling. The thing about Zeller in his case was, hey, I've already made a world championship final. Remember the year before in Eugene? So Zeller, as we said, I think maybe has lots of justification to feel miffed at how he was treated by his federation last season.
He trains with Trey Cunningham of the United States, a global medalist in his own right. Part of, again, just like we talked about with the women, depth of field for that men's hurdle contingent.
Yeah. We had a blowout in the women's 100 hurdles. I don't think this is going to be a blowout. I think Rollins and Zeller are going to keep each other company for much of this 110-meter hurdle event. We'll see. 4 and 5, Rollins and Zeller.
Two-time Brazilian champion Rafael Pereira is in lane number 3, South American record holder. But it's Rollins in 4 and Zeller in 5 here in this men's 110-meter hurdles. Rollins had a nice start, but hits the first hurdle hard. Zeller now right alongside him, trying to edge past him, and now does slightly with just a couple of hurdles remain. And Rollins bangs that last hurdle, so a lot of traffic in front of him, and Zeller smiling because he maneuvered his lane pretty smoothly, and the end result is a win.
Well, they kept each other company until Rollins clobbered that hurdle late. And Zeller said, thank you very much, and took that to the wind. To the wind. The wind, 8 miles an hour. That's 3.5 on the gauge. So center of your picture, that was Rollins out well. But now look at Zeller. Remember, he trains with Trey Cunningham every day. Very similar form to Cunningham. Cunningham, of course, was the silver medalist at home in Eugene at the World Championships. But these two battled each other all the way down. Rollins taking out the first 2 hurdles. And then look at what he did on hurdle 10. Clobbered that one. May not have made a difference because Zeller had better momentum and seemed to be headed to a win here in Bermuda.
So the 23-year-old Josh Zeller takes the victory, and try to get a copy of that winning video, and he can send it along to the UK Federation. Right now, he's going to check in with Lewis.
Yeah, that'll be my second question. First of all, how did you manage this comeback here at the end? Nice run there.
Thank you very much. You know, that wind really helped me through.
What wind?
Goodness, it was really scary at the back end. As I came from like hurdle 3 to hurdle 6, really felt the ground moving beneath me. But as I went through the race, the hurdles just got closer and closer with that gust in the back. So that was a helpful factor too, you know.
Sure. So my team were chatting about a bit just about the situation with British athletics and how they select people or not. What are your hopes for yourself, and what are you hoping they'll do on your behalf as you continue to compete and make yourself available to make an Olympic team?
Yeah, you know, I just want to make sure I run as fast as I can, get as high up on those rankings as possible, and give them every reason to want to take me to the champs, you know? Yeah. That's my attitude towards it.
And for people at home watching who don't understand the process, I mean, if they don't select you, of course we don't want that to happen, do you have any recourse whatsoever?
You know, I'm just going to do what I can on the track, like I said, give them no reason at all not to select me. And whatever happens, happens. I'll be upset, of course, but I'm not thinking about that. I'm just thinking about what I'm going to do next in my next race. You know?
Right. And maybe enjoying the island tonight here in Bermuda. How about that?
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. It's my first time here. I've never seen sea that blue, you know?
Yeah, very clear, huh?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Enjoy, man.
Thank you very much.